Hi Esties! Thank you so much for choosing the 4-in-1 device to add to your treatment room. In this pro tips and training video, we will go over all 4 settings of the device and how to use them in the treatment room, as well as how to charge your device and clean your device. To begin, please note that you must read all directions before performing any services on a client. This will ensure that you are protecting your client and yourself. So don't forget to read all contraindications for each setting and review thoroughly with your client. Check for the client's skin condition. Check if the client is pregnant, has a pacemaker, or any heart disease history, or any other medical condition. Remember not to use over open sores, wounds, or infected areas, and never use this device internally. So let's begin. Again, be sure to always do a full skin analysis before any treatment. Whether it be on an existing client or a new client, you always want to check for contraindications for each setting. Prep your client for a facial treatment. Tie her hair back and double check over the skin. The first setting we're going to go over is going to be the ultrasonic settings. This is cleanse and deep. Cleanse is going to be like a regular ultrasonic speed, and the deep is going to be a little bit more intense, with more pulsations. Ultrasonic is a high-level sound wave technology that penetrates deeper than the dermal layer. In the skin, it increases temperature in the surroundings of tissues, thus increasing oxygen to the cells. Make sure the skin is damp with water, or use a water-soluble cleansing gel during the treatment because it has been found to be the best conductor of ultrasonic sound waves. Damage may occur if the modality is applied to the skin without using the correct conductive medium, or without any conductive medium at all. Pre-wet the client's skin and go ahead and start a manual cleanse. Add a gel cleanser and water. And make sure that the face is going to be wet and or foamy. This function really needs water to work. After distributing the cleanser and making sure the skin is very wet or foamy, you're going to want to go ahead and dry your hands, grab your device, and hold down the top button for 3 to 5 seconds until you hear the beep. After the 6 functions show up, you want to click the top button again 1 time, and the cleanse setting will start to blink, and there will be waves and arrows flashing, and your timer will start for 5 minutes. Go ahead and work this over the skin in a cleansing pattern, making sure you cover all areas of the face. This ultrasonic setting in the gentle mode is great for sensitive clients. They won't feel much, nor will you hear much out of the device or see much out of the device. When you're ready, you can go ahead and switch the modality, or for the right client, you can switch the modality to the deep setting. You want to go ahead and pre-wet the skin again if you're working with the same client, or just go ahead and repeat the first steps of getting the skin ready with cleanser or water. And go ahead and take your device, and if you already are in the ultrasonic mode, go ahead and just press that top button 1 more time and you're going to be in the deep mode. Or if you're just turning on your device, go ahead and press it twice. So here we want to show you, while you're in the deep setting, if you place a droplet of water, you can actually see it disperse. Now this is the ultrasonic waves. This is what's happening. It's at a very high rate, almost 30,000 times per second. So it creates a steam. So this is what's happening on top of your client's skin. Pretty cool to show them if they say, oh, it doesn't feel like anything. It is, it's gentle. You want to go ahead and begin moving back into those cleansing patterns. Round circular motions. You can switch hands if you need to. This is going to help pull out debris, push cleanser in a little bit deeper. It's pretty amazing. When you're in that deep setting, you can hear the device more than when you're in the regular setting. Be sure to always check in with your client. Since you are working with an electric modality, make sure that they are not uncomfortable. Like I said before, some clients don't feel anything at all except for a slight vibration or warmth. That's normal. Okay, Esties, here's a pro tip. As you can see in the video, the esthetician has been using her other hand in the cleansing pattern as well. This creates symmetry, and it's a lot more relaxing to our clients. Make sure to be thorough and cover all areas of the face. On the deep setting, the timer is for about 10 minutes. That's usually all of you need. You might want to add more water throughout just to make sure you have that slip and glide and the modality has a connection. Alright, you want to go ahead and finish up your cleanse here and remove with either Esty wipes or a steam towel. If you're continuing on with the treatment, the next setting would be the next step. The next setting is going to be our galvanic setting. So you're going to go ahead and turn on your device and click the second button twice. You will then now be in nutrition. So this is going to be the desincrustation or negative setting. This is going to bring the skin to an alkaline. Great for extractions or if you need to open up that skin, if you will, to allow product to come in. The second setting is going to be the plus setting. Go ahead and just click that button one more time to get to this setting. This is what you will use to quote unquote close down the skin and bring the skin to a regular pH. Bring it back to that 5.5. It also helps to penetrate product. Positive for penetrate. Don't forget that. So let's begin on the nutrition setting, which is going to be our galvanic negative. Remember, you must always follow galvanic negative with galvanic positive or iontophoresis. So we're going to prep our client with a little bit of desincrustation fluid, and each line might have one, and if it doesn't have a desincrustation fluid for bringing the skin to an alkaline, you can make your own actually. And it's really easy. There's lots of recipes. Different estheticians do it a different way, or you may have learned a different way, but the most traditional is going to be 5 milliliters of baking soda and 240 milliliters of distilled water. Go ahead and pre-mix that, and then you're going to want to apply it to the skin with a fan brush, just a little bit. Or as stated before, your company or line or skincare line that you work with may have one already in the line. Usually it's made to prep for extractions, but it's usually called a desincrustation fluid, so check it out. Alright, so you're going to take a fan brush, like I said, dip it in the desincrustation fluid, and you really only want to apply this to areas of concern. So apply this to the T-zone mostly is where you'll find you're applying it. This is going to be for, again, extractions. So let's see, we're going to apply it to the forehead first. And then down the nose and her chin as well. After you're done applying, go ahead and turn on your device. Hold that top button down for 3 to 5 seconds. Go ahead and click that second button one time. You are now in the negative setting. Perfect. Alright, it's really important that you have dry hands when you're working with this. And you want to make sure to grip the metal side of your device really good. Have your fingers on there. And 2 fingers or any kind of contact with your client. This is making sure you're completing the current. So the current is traveling through your client, through you, and back around. You want to work for about 7 minutes or until the device timer is up. In those areas where you applied the distilled water, really work it in. Okay, if your client does need or qualify for extractions, this is the time you're going to go ahead and glove up and get your cotton ready. However you perform extractions, do so now after you have done a cycle of the dust incrustation. Remember, dust incrustation softens the skin by bringing the skin to an alkaline state and emulsifies sebum. So only use this on oily skin or to spot treat. This will ease extractions. You can go ahead and remove any of the dried baking soda if there is any on the skin at all. Now we can have a clear path for extractions. Go ahead and get your cottons ready, perform your extractions. Remember not to keep extractions too long for the client. You want to make sure our client's comfortable. Toss out everything you use to do extractions, and you can sanitize the skin with a little bit of toner or water. Just remove that excess baking soda as well. Remember to keep your gloves on for this part, just because if there is any excess oil in the pore or if there's any kind of just residue from the skin, you don't want that on you. Just cleanse the skin away. Perfect. Double check, make sure everything looks good. Great. Go ahead and remove your gloves. Perfect. And you can clean your device at this point. This will just remove any of the baking soda and distilled water mixture off of the device. You can use just a cool Esty wipe or alcohol pad for that. Go ahead and tone your client's skin and get them prepped for cataphoresis or the ion positive. Okay, so just remember, after using the nutrition or the galvanic negative setting, you must follow over the skin with a hydrating or nourishing mask with the nutrition plus or the galvanic positive setting to bring back the skin to the appropriate pH. So remember, the negative setting is going to bring you to a more alkaline, and the positive setting is going to bring you back to that appropriate pH, okay? So it's very important. You must always follow negative with positive. You can use positive by itself as well if you are not going to use the negative. But if you're going to use negative, you have to follow with positive. So Galvanic Positive is going to infuse water-soluble ingredients into the skin, and it can be used on all skin types. So you want to apply a nourishing or hydrating mask, usually after extractions. If you are just using Positive by itself, you can use a hydrating mask or serum, anything that's water-soluble. So go ahead and apply that mask evenly, or serum, whatever you choose. And then we will turn on our devices. So go ahead and hold that top button down on your device for 3 to 5 seconds. Wait until your device turns all the way on and all 6 settings show. You're going to push that second button 2 times and the NutriPlus box will light up. Perfect. You are now in Galvanic Positive. Make sure you are gripping those metal sides and you have the other hand on the client. That way you can complete the galvanic current. You want to work over the skin in a cleansing or massage pattern. Speed really does not matter. If you want to slow it down and give your client sort of a nice massage, the modality feels good. They might feel a little prickling. If not, that's normal. Let them enjoy it. Work for about 7 to 10 minutes. You want to work for the whole 7 or 10 minutes just to make sure that that skin is coming back to the appropriate pH and all product is absorbed. After really working it in, you want to go ahead and remove any remaining mask if it hasn't absorbed already with the 4x4 or a towel. The next settings we're going to go over are going to be the LED, or the whiten and anti-acne setting. So DPL therapy enables light to penetrate deeper, which is enhancing the body's response mechanism. The whiten setting is going to be anti-aging, which is going to be red and yellow, and the anti-acne is going to be blue and green. So if you would like, you can go ahead and turn on your device at this time. Go ahead and hold down that top button for 3 to 5 seconds. It is going to be the third button 1 time for anti-aging. This will be the red and yellow cycle. If you would like, you can apply a gel mask. If not, you can work over dry skin. Depends if you're going to be maneuvering the device over the skin, okay? So you always want to protect our clients' eyes with either cool cotton pads or the goggles that are included or some sunnies. Go ahead and place the sunnies on the skin and you are going to go ahead and get started with the LED treatments. There's different ways to do LED. You can spot treat the area by holding it over for the whole time or certain amounts of times, whether that be the forehead or around the eyes. Hold there for a minute. You can also go ahead and move it around the client's face if you would like. This would be great if you want to apply a mask and massage it around, or you can just take the light and hover it over. This is really relaxing for the client. After 5 minutes of red, the LED will change to the yellow cycle. This will be the remaining cycle for the anti-aging. Perfect. So while you were under red, remember that red is great for brightening and evening the skin tone. It also proliferates collagen and protein and diminishes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It also tightens and firms and repairs damaged skin. So this is an excellent color for anti-aging. Now yellow, which is the second part of the anti-aging, this relieves irritation and aims to enhance the immunity within the skin. It also stimulates the lymphatic and nervous system to rid the skin of toxins and increase circulation. So when you are in this setting, you will have to go through all 5 minutes to get to the yellow. It is a full cycle. And the same with blue as well, and green. Let's go ahead and remove those eye pads. And if you would like, you can redampen the skin. Perfect. The last setting we're going to go over is going to be that face lifting button. That is our microcurrent. Now, microcurrent is used for facial toning. It mimics the body's own natural current and charges the ATP molecule. It's pretty much a workout for your facial muscles. So to start, you want to apply a conductive gel or any water-based mask. This is going to help the microcurrent actually be able to complete a current. A pro tip here is you can apply to one area at a time. That way, if you apply to the whole face, the other areas aren't drying out before you get to them. So just put it in one section of the face and work that way. So go ahead and turn on your device, hold that top button for 3 to 5 seconds. You are going to push the last button one time. You are now in the microcurrent setting. So make sure you are gripping those metal sides and the other hand remained on the client. This will ensure that you are completing the current. Go ahead and get them used to this setting first. I just move it quickly around the face. This setting also vibrates to kind of off-put the prickly feeling that the client might feel. So it's a really nice massage. You want to move in sweeping, long, upwards motions. Really slow down with your movements here. You almost want to put a medium to firm pressure on the muscle. And really work how the muscles lay. So upwards, really lift that area. Alright, Esties, here's another pro tip for you. If you have an area of concern such as the eye area, I like to do a little brow lift here. And what that means is holding the modality into the muscle for about 3 to 5 seconds as spot treating. So you're going to want to lift underneath that brow and hold that brow in an upward motion for 3 to 5 seconds. Also, you could repeat that on the forehead as well. apply more of the hydrating mask or conductive gel as you need. Don't let it dry out. It works better the wetter it is. So to do a cheek lift, you want to get underneath that cheek bone almost and lift that muscle and hold it there for 3 to 5 seconds. That will do an amazing effect on the cheekbones, lifting that area. Really effective on older clients as well. Continue to work in upwards motions. You can start at the base of the neck and work your way up to the chin. You want to work on those marionette lines as well. Upward rolling motions almost, nice and sweepy, all the way up. Apply more conductive gel as needed. You can work on each half of the face for around 8 to 15 minutes. The timer goes for 15 minutes, so if you would like to work on the left side of the face for the full cycle and the right side of the face for another full cycle, you can, or just half and half, about 8 minutes apiece. Either is great. Of course, the longer you do it, the better it is. So it'll be up to you and your treatment times. If you're doing a lunchtime facelift, you could probably do around 8 to 10 minutes apiece on each side and be fine. Okay, gorgeous. It's time for another pro tip here. After you are done, go ahead and check your client's skin for yourself because you will be amazed. I love microcurrent. It is really almost instant. You want to go ahead and grab her a mirror. Let them see one half of the face with microcurrent and see the difference on the side without. This is great, and this is great for if you are trying to sell someone on microcurrent and make it become a regular upgrade for them. Okay, perfect. You're going to want to go ahead and finish your treatment and inform your clients that results are only temporary after the first use. Best results come from continued treatment, so rebook your client in 1 to 2 weeks. Next, we're going to talk about sanitizing the machine. So here are some things you're going to need for that. You'll want barbicide wipes and alcohol wipes, damp cloth, and a dry soft cloth. So you want to go ahead and take your machine, take a barbicide wipe, just one is all you'll need. And you're going to go ahead and wipe down your device with that barbicide wipe. Make sure you're being thorough, get all the gunk off of it. Barbicide is great for killing any of those nasty germs that we can't see. So wipe it down really good around the modality, on the lights, even around the lights. You'd be surprised. In the buttons and on the metal sides as well. Go ahead and toss that barbicide wipe. Dry your device off. You're going to want to take alcohol or at least an alcohol water mixture and go ahead and wipe that machine and get the barbicide off of the device so it doesn't sit there and eat it. Perfect. Then you can dry it with a soft cloth. And it should be good to go, ready to roll for the next time. Mind you, this video is speeded up, so please take your time with cleaning your device. Next, we're going to talk about charging the unit. So, with this device, you are going to want to charge it almost after every use. I feel like that way there's no surprises when your client and you're trying to use it. You don't want it to die. It comes with a little stand. You just want to put it on there. So go ahead and open up that back flap in there. Stick in your charger. The device will light up. Perfect. And you can sit it right on the stand and let it charge. So what's going to happen here is your device will blink and light up and flash just for a minute or so. And then your device is going to go black. Don't freak out. It's just saving its own battery. It is still charging. However, there is no fill-up battery. So it has an outline of the battery in the upper right-hand corner, but it's not going to fill up or anything. It's literally just a battery symbol, and it flashes when it's low. So the best way to do it is just keep it on the charger at all times, or go ahead and let it charge for the 120 minutes, and then run it for 90 and charge it again. So remember, again, charge it for 120 minutes. The battery symbol does not fill up. And when your device is ready to be charged, you will see that outline flash. So go ahead and throw it on the charger. But again, don't wait too long. Go ahead and just charge it after every use. I want to thank all the Esties for joining us in our video. We hope we've covered it all for you, and hopefully you've learned all these modalities already in your aesthetics programs, and this was just a breeze for you. But if you have any further questions in regard to the 4-in-1, please reach out to support@estyspot.com. Thanks, guys.